Morning.
Hey, my name's Jay. I'm 20 and I have a dream. See, I've always loved watching YouTube. People like Casey Neistat, Roman Atwood, Tanner Fox and the Sidemen absolutely made my childhood. I've always dreamt of being like them, but only recently started posting. But in the big 2-6, that changes. I'm taking a massive gamble. No, not like that. I'm gonna gamble on myself. I've quit my job cleaning pools and I'm gonna post a video every day for 100 days.
What a way to start the morning, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god.
Alright, now, breakfast. Done it, mate. Had my freaking, level up. Done it, mate. Oh, as well, I freaking edited the whole of yesterday's video and that's done, which is pretty epic. So now we can... Okay, now we can get into the plan of today's video, which is getting my van ready. Okay, so basically there's two main things that I really want to do, which is one, I need to change the head unit over because our head unit was always terrible, but now it just doesn't work at all. And then two, I'm trying to build a little table sort of ordeal in the back of the van so we can cook on it, so we can work on it, so we can put stuff on it. I don't know. I haven't drawn anything out yet, which is what I've done for every other part of the van, but I've got a sort of plan in my head. This isn't the van, this is my car, but it is in the way of the van, so we are moving it up and onto the road. Alright, so my sort of idea here is to have a bit of wood here that folds up when this back thing's open, you know? That whole thing, if that folds up, and then you can sort of, alright. Or do I just do one half? Maybe that's the play. Do one half and that can open up as a table, and then you can be working on it from this side, from that side, and then the other side we can keep open. Kind of like that idea. Alright, the other point of call is how much wood do we actually have? Oh, we've got heaps. Since when did we have this much wood left over? Are you shitting me? Alright, let's work this out. Okay, so this... Alright, now. Okay, I think I need to use this thicker one, especially if it's going to be a table. Alright, surely that's going to be big enough. Is there a measuring tape down here? Alright, let's just carry it up there and work it out. Okay, now I feel like the last time I tried to use this circular saw, there was something wrong with it. Let me get the piece of wood I'm cutting. Now let's remember what we need to cut. 530 by 610. 530 by 610. 530 by 610. That's a pain in the ass. 610, 610, this, 530. Okay, so that line right there I need to cut. Oh, but I guess I could just sand that. That's pretty straight, I want to say. Now I need to get this blade at the right depth. Am I scared? Yes, shit scared. Do I know what I'm doing? No, not really. Are we going to do it and smash it out the park and get it 100% right? Fucking hopefully. Guess you never know. I think that went pretty goddamn successfully. Once again, keyword think. I don't know. All I got to do is cut this line. Oh, this is a pain. I have to go. Cutting this way sucks. Okay. We've still got to cut that bit off, but I did not like the idea of cutting backwards. What the fuck? Thank God for sanding. Speaking of sanding, where the fuck is some sandpaper? I remember buying a bunch of sandpaper when I was doing up the van. What the hell? Well, just like everything else in this house, I can't fucking find it. I'll have a bit more of a look, but I think I'm gonna have to go to the hardware store and just get some more. Okay. Alright, so I found this sort of little sanding block that I had bought, and mainly just sort of going over the edges so that they're all nice and smooth. Now, it probably would have made sense to do this before I sanded it down and made it look all nice, but let's just test that it fits. Oh, it looks beautiful. So let's say that's hinged there. So that'll be like that, and then we'll have this whole table to work on. The only thing is working out how we lock the table in place. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. All right, so now my plan is to sort of search up how in God's name I'm gonna get that table to, plan is table like this, lifts up, hinges attaching there, but then I need something to lock it in place, if you know what I mean. I freaking worked it out, mate. Cheers to that. Okay, now the weather's starting to heat up, I'm kind of overheating in these long pants. Game plan is, goddamn fucking puppy barricade. So the game plan really here is I need to make the can we fucking speak? That'd be nice. Okay, so the game plan is the tabletop is gonna lift up like that, and then there's gonna be like a triangle bit that's sort of like in the middle that'll pull out like that and hold it up, if that makes any sense. But I don't know if we have the wood to do it. I might have to, I can do it, I just need to cut up the wood because like this is just way too big. Damn, that just makes it so much more admin, but when the aim of the game is saving money, you don't really have a choice. Okay, what's gonna be the best way to cut these in half? I might consult Dad. Hey Dad, what do you reckon would be the best way to like cut this up smaller, like with the tools that we've got? I've got heaps of wood under there that's this size and just trying to save money.
Just that piece.
No. Now, a second option has just sort of come to the table here. Dad was gonna throw out this old tripod, and I have taken the liberty to take the legs off, and since they're, you know, retractable like that, they could definitely come in use, but I think it's going to be more expensive to, you know, find a bracket that fits exactly on there and mount that on there, and then have to have some sort of clip that'll hold this up so that when it comes down it's usable. I think that that's all going to be more expensive than just going to the hardware store and buying wood that's smaller, because we really just don't have the right tools. I mean, between this drop saw and this circular saw, had a bit of a crack at trying to, you know, this is what the plank was before, and I tried getting it into the two, but you know, we just don't have the right tools. Trying to work out how, like if I go to the hardware store and buy some wood to make these triangle inserts, how thick? What is gonna be too thick? What is gonna be too thin? Basically too thick, it looks clunky and big and it takes up too much space. Too thin and it doesn't offer quite enough support. If that's there, pivots out like that. I mean, that probably is, so I need to find something that's around about that size, maybe a tiny bit smaller. Alright, I guess I'll head to the hardware store and see what I can cook up. I also just had the thought, I should probably pull this head unit out to make sure that there's nothing else that I'm going to need to get from the hardware store, because chances are there's probably going to be something. I've got an old head unit from my old car which I'm just going to put in. It's not very good, but this piece of shit doesn't even turn on anymore, so respectfully, it's going to be better than that. Alright, well, let's get to pulling this apart. I did watch a YouTube video the other day about how to pull it apart. I've just got to remember and do it. Okay, now I know I need to pry this. Oh. Well, that was pretty easy. I didn't even need to pry it. I just used my hands. Oh, this is going to be such a relief being able to listen to music. We could never, like, this thing doesn't have Bluetooth. Only had the radio, and it was really shit at that. But now, I don't know. Am I right in saying that this just got, oh, there we go. Well, that was quite easy. F this thing. This thing is a piece of shit. Okay, let's grab the other head unit and just pray. Fucking prick of a fucking job this is gonna be. Okay, could be better than I thought. That needs to connect, but then I need certainly a question I need Dad for, considering he's an electrician. That was in the nav when I bought it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, we pulled it out.
I reckon what we need to do is get the manual for this car. Well, actually check in one of the like Super Cheap, maybe take a picture of those two plugs, because they may very well have an adapter.
Yeah. Alright, so basically I need to do some research. Try and find some sort of adapter. Out of the van goes into this already, we know that. Now, from this to that, if I can get an adapter between those two, that would be ideal. I have just got 2/5 of fuck all of an idea how to find said adapter, but I guess we'll just start by looking at Super Cheap Auto. See if we can just find it, I guess. I don't know. I think the first one that I just looked at is the right one. That never happens. Alright, I'm going to go to Super Cheap Auto and see if I can get it. While I'm down, I may as well. I'm just going to go down to Super Cheap. I'm going to take this stuff and I'm going to make sure that I can get the exact thing I need. Okay, it looks like it's only going to be like 22 bucks. Happy days, happy days. Okay, so basically, to cut a long story short, went to Super Cheap. The lady told me I needed this other harness, which was $120. I said no. Came home, did some more research, found out that the harness that I actually need was the one that I went to get, which is only $20, which is just pissing me off. Anyway, went to the supermarket. No, not the supermarket. Went to the hardware store. Picked up this wood, which I've started to cut into a sort of bracket, sort of ordeal. But I thought I would get you and bring you along on the journey, because I forgot to film when we cut these first little joins. So basically what I'm doing here is, because the screws that I have are not very long, I'm going to attempt to drill sort of like a pocket hole of sorts, I guess. Oh, I should have drilled a pilot hole. Let's drill a pilot hole this time. Let's say about there. That could be bloody perfect. Oh, I'm gonna crash out in a second. Well, that's pretty bloody good. I'm gonna get another screw in that direction. Oh wow, I'm proud of that. Have a bloody go at that. Now, for strength, we're gonna add a little... Oh, this is gonna f***ing work. I'm actually gonna cry. I could cry right now. Okay, now I need this cut to go. I'm going to get the drilling done that fixes this into place, and I'll get back to you in a sec. Now, this has been a massive pain in my bum hole, but I've got it done. And now I need to make sure that that's the right height. What I'm doing here could be very much the wrong thing. Two things. One, I just don't know. And two, just don't give a fuck. I mean, this seems pretty damn right to me. I mean, so far it's just a hinge on a bit of wood, but what I know it's gonna be. Oh, I'm excited. That has actually turned out really bloody good. Now I just need to make another one. Whew. Look at bloody that. 1, 2. Now I just need to trim down this top piece, because originally it was going to be going all the way to the top up there, but now, because I realised that these have to sit in under this, I have to admit that is pretty goddamn sick. Look at that. Alright, let's trim it down. Let's work this out. So if that's there, if that's like that, then that means that I want to say that goes like that. That'll be hanging. Will that be better, or will that be better like that? Okay, now it's hot. I'm overheating, and this camera is about to run out of storage, so that's brilliant. Basically, I need this to be on the other side. Alright, let's just go. Let's just cut this and we're done. Oh, it's not plugged in. There we go. Alright, now this is where the camera ran out of storage. But the table ended out like this, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Got a very exciting video planned for tomorrow, so good night. I love you so much. I'll see you tomorrow.